Hey guys, Mike from Urban Automotive, Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Here today to talk about strange things that happen. Strange things. Even here at Urban Automotive, we have some things that happen sometimes on a regular basis that, I've been doing this in the trade for over 20 years. And this is a first for me. So we're going to go out and talk about it and see what the boys have got going on and tell us the story of what's happening here today at Urban. So we got Ian and Ross here. Boys, what's going on?
Well, we're working on this Audi today. Ross will tell you what we found in one of the tires, but as we all know, Audis are a symmetrical all-wheel drive system, and that's important for the discussion we're about to have. Go ahead, Ross.
So we found, if you come this way, you're going to gentlemen come into the flat tire, and we found quite the piece of...
Dear God.
We're thinking it might be tube out of a scaffolding,
Maybe.
but we're not 100% sure.
Wow. And that was in the tire?
Well, it was through more than just the tire, unfortunately. So I've got a screwdriver in here so I can show you.
Wow.
So, and then it's actually
Wow.
all the way through into the rim. So it punctured a lot more than just the tire. Obviously, that kind of repair or that kind of damage is not repairable.
Catastrophic is what you would call that.
It is a completely catastrophic failure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so this tire being brought to us as a loose wheel that had been changed by the roadside assistance for the customer, we looked at it and said, yes, you need a tire. Being an Audi, all-wheel drive, that's what's important. Well, we now have the vehicle in the shop after ordering a tire, ordering a rim, and we get to inspect the vehicle thoroughly. And one thing we noticed is that his other tires, the other three, were not the same model as the one that was damaged, and also significantly more worn because they're actually older.
So as it turns out, the customer had an issue in the States last year while traveling, got a flat tire, and the tire shop he took it to only had this tire in stock, and that's why we got an oddball.
Which, measuring the tread depth between the old tires and the one that was damaged, it's within the tolerance that's allowable for the all-wheel drive system. But now that we want to replace that one and need a new one, that one has some wear, the other tires have more wear, and Audi, being a symmetrical all-wheel drive system, which basically evenly distributes all the engine power to all four wheels at the same time, it's very important to have symmetry in the wear of the tires.
Now those are all big words, Ian. It's big words. Symmetry, symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Well, that's,
layman's terms.
those are some of the words that are being used in marketing, and marketing is basically everything is distributed evenly, which means everything needs to be worn evenly. Biggest issue is we have now side by side here, we have a brand new tire of the same size and the half-worn tire next to each other. The tread depth of the brand new tire is about 11/32 of an inch. The tread depth of the worn tire is between 5 and 6/32 of an inch. Audi, because of its all-wheel drive system, needing things to be absolutely even, or it can actually cause damage and excess wear on the internal components of the all-wheel drive system, the maximum allowable is 3/32 of an inch difference in tread wear.
Can we show everybody, because everybody's going, what is 3/32? Can we show them?
Well, 3/32 of an inch is, let's take the tread depth gauge and set it to 3/32 of an inch. And that's it right there. That little
That's
piece of metal.
That is not very
sticking
much
up.
variance.
Not very much variance at all.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So we've gone ahead and sourced a used tire for our customer because his choice was to get a full set.
Well, the only choice in this case is either you replace a complete set of tires or you get a tire that is similar in tread wear and size so that it doesn't affect the longevity and performance of the all-wheel drive system.
So there is still life left in the tires, obviously, because they start out generally at 30 seconds, and
depending on the tire, anywhere from 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
13, yeah.
And now these ones that are on the vehicle have how much remaining?
Between 5 and 6.
Between 5 and 6. So we were able to source another tire that has about 6 seconds on it, which means that we're going to have equal tires across the board and saves him basically $1,200 in cost of new rubber, because there is still life left in these tires. So that was what we needed to do in this case. And if we chose not to do this, Ian, if he chose just to do one tire, if he went to a place that doesn't know, what would happen to the vehicle?
Well, the internal components of the four-wheel drive system, the gearboxes, the transfer case, they all have clutches inside of them and specialized fluids, and those clutches will wear out prematurely. And I'll tell you, even though a set of tires is quite expensive at $1,200-1,300 just for the tires in this vehicle's case, those units themselves tend to range anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 each, and there are 3 of them.
That's a lot of money. Ross, what's the term of the day? What was our injury to this tire? It was
Catastrophic.
catastrophic. So
Impaled.
you're saying it could be catastrophic.
Oh, it could create an even bigger catastrophic failure.
12 grand, I'd say that's catastrophic. So there you have it, folks. A long-winded video, but hopefully helps explain the situation that when you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, especially in today's modern vehicles, the dealers are pushing these all-wheel drive because they're safe, they're great, lots of traction, wonderful, lots of moving components, lots of underlying rules and regulations that are required to keep them A, maintained, and B, in a case like this, operating smoothly. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe below. We'll have more of these information videos in the future. Thanks for watching.